Hey there, my name is Jason, developer of Kitchen Engine, a smart restaurant operations tool built by someone that has been through the same grind that you guys have. This tutorial will go through a variety of different things, like what Kitchen Engine can do and what it can't do, and how it can actually help you better track your restaurant. Let's get started. With Kitchen Engine, you can finally keep track of every part of your kitchen, including your suppliers, your invoices, new ingredients, tracking your COGS, menu development costing, and finding out if it's viable in just seconds. It's got essentially everything you need to make a recipe live. For example, we have our costing calculator, we've got our food margins calculator, our supply management, even kitchen equipment or asset depreciation trackers. And best part, it keeps track of everything as long as you scan your receipts. It can also will automatically package all your previous receipts into a Excel CSV file to be sent to your accountant. No more spreadsheets, no more guessing your COGS, just clear instant results, finding out if your new menu item ideas will actually work or not. A little bit about my backstory. I've come from a family that has been in the restaurant and hospitality business for over 2 decades. My dad has been a chef ever since he was 20, so that has been almost 3 decades now. We've had our first restaurant, which was in China, and I was about 3 years old and already running in and out of the kitchen. It was a big operation, the one we had in China. We had about 20 chefs and different style of operations. We have moved to Australia ever since. It's been almost 20 years since we've been in Australia, and we've started new ventures. And with these new ventures comes its own challenges. It's created a challenge where my parents have stopped relying on a lot of people like they used to, and now they just figure things out and keep a mental track of their COGS and their expenses, which I don't think is a good thing for the long run. The funny thing is that they still keep receipts in a drawer or a box, and at the financial year, they put it all in the box, organized by date manually, and they drive to the accountant and hand it to them. The accountant is not going to be happy, so they also charge us more for that service. We've never really got a proper overview of our COGS. In the recent year, I have decided to open my own store. It's a big challenge, and I just thought that there's all these new tools out there, but they're all bits and pieces of everything that I need. So I could never really find anything that just looked after all my data and statistics that I needed to know to run my stores and know if I will be profitable from day one. This is why I decided to build Kitchen Engine, and I think it's awesome for everyone that's in my position, small businesses to medium businesses, and potentially even larger multi-location businesses. Without further ado, let's get more into how to use this tool. When you log in, you will see our terms and conditions first. If you accept that, you should see our Welcome Engine page, which will have a section that says Show Me Around, and it's a checklist to help you fill out your own business details and walk you through, including your suppliers, ingredients, and talking you through how to use different parts of the app. You can also load in your demo data to trial, and don't worry, you can delete it afterwards in my account section if you want to remove the demo data. After you go through the Show Me tutorial tour, just start scanning things. Now, what I would personally recommend, just have this on your phone. It can be desktop as well, but I would recommend using our app on your phone. Now, it's very easy. Just log on via your phone through a web browser like Google Chrome, and there should be an option that pops up to install a web app, which is the easiest way to access our app. And once that is installed, you can then open our app, use the scan invoice section, and proceed to scan your invoices with your supply details already on there. And what you can do with those invoices is that you can just pull out your phone, tap Scan Invoice, tap Take Photo, and this should activate your camera or allow permission for our app to activate the camera. All you have to do is have a nice clear view of your invoice from top to bottom with all the information in there. It will do all the work for you. It will break down if it's a new supplier, which if you're a first-time user, it will be. Double check all the information on that new supplier, edit it. Once you're happy with it, you can add it in as a new supplier. And what would happen afterwards is that you'll see the ingredients or the expenses that are on that invoice as well. And if it's new, which again, if you're a first-time user, it should break down all the different new ingredients that it sees. For example, 60 kilos of chicken, CVO, and it should just break it down by the cost, how many kilos you've ordered in, by the unit and the cost, every kilo. Add that in, double check the information. Now what's really cool about the scan invoice is that I've made it integrated with artificial intelligence, as everything is now today. Also scan everyday receipts as well. If you go to Woolies for your business expenses, buy a vehicle, and you have your vehicle receipt for your business, you can also scan it. So you can add in these assets essentially. So it could be different types of equipment. We have wok burners, so we can essentially add that in too. And what's really cool is that it identifies different types of suppliers as well. And will identify that it's a category of supplier. And it will also take account that it's actually an asset and not a food ingredient. It will store it into our store asset section, which automatically calculates year-on-year depreciation at a certain percentage that you can edit, or whatever the legal amount should be. When it comes to tax time, it will automatically generate a CSV with all your ingredient expenses, all your assets, and all expenses, and it will email it to anyone really of your liking. It doesn't have to be straight to your accountant. It could be to a bot. It could be to your virtual assistants, and they will organize it, double check it, and send it to your accountant for you, which I think is a very useful thing to have, in my opinion. And we don't have to drive down and give them a box full of receipts. The other thing that we can look at is locations. So I've allowed a location-based tracking. Each account is separated by location, so your ingredients and everything can be separated by a location, and they can also be transferred from one to the other. You can also bulk copy menu items, ingredients, assets to different locations. You can also just directly transfer those to different locations as well. After you have inputted all your basic information, including your business details, ingredients, suppliers, or even assets, you can then go into the dashboard section, which will show you a very nice overview of all your data. We have average food costs, we have your average gross profit, we have any price changes that has occurred. We even have a section that alerts you if you have any food items that are below your target. For example, if a gross profit margin for one item is at least 20%, it will tell you if it's only performing at 15%. And that means you either have to change up your ingredients, or that menu item is no longer viable for your current business. You can start to negotiate with your suppliers. Now, if you wanted to, all these sections are downloadable for your own use. For example, if you go into menu items, you can also select an item, and you can also download it as a PDF recipe card. Inside the menu items, you can also see different details. You can see your retail price. You have to manually add this in, unfortunately. You can see the prep time. You can also see your gross profit margin on that item, and you can also see the nutritional value information on that item as well. All of these nutritional values are an estimate that backend AI doing the research for you based on the weights and other factors that come in and the type of ingredients you have included. If you have a better accurate way of assessing your nutritional values, feel free to go into build recipe, nutrition section, and edit those informations. Now, I think I've covered everything. Hopefully that was a super detailed, a little bit about myself tutorial. If you have any further questions, feel free to go into the help and tutorial section. You can rerun the interactive guided tour, which activates the checkboxes again that takes you through each section of the app. You can also and see the featured guides for each section of the app. You can also look at the FAQ that is located at the bottom. Very last bottom bit of that page, there is a chat with AI support, which allows you to have a conversation about what you don't understand about the app. Or if you just prompt in, I need to speak to a human, or bugs or errors, it will ask you a bit more details and potentially give you a ticket and send me, the developer, a notification to fix the problem for you. Now, it was very great to meet you guys. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to help you scale your business or keep track of your business and know that you guys are profitable with every item that's on your menu. Thank you so much. Peace out.